U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan is set to settle a dispute regarding a protective order on discovery information in the Trump J6 case. One America's Daniel Baldwin has more.
We're speaking with Mike Davis here of the Article 3 Project. Sir, obviously there's a big hearing in D.C. this Friday at 10 a.m. regarding the dispute between the Trump legal team and the DOJ over a protective order in the January 6th case. Jack Smith wants to put an all-encompassing gag on President Trump from speaking about both sensitive and non-sensitive discovery material. President Trump is okay with not talking about the sensitive, but he believes that putting an all-encompassing gag on non-sensitive material violates his First Amendment rights. Now, naturally, U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chutkan, she sided with Jack Smith, put it on Friday. Trump's team wanted to wait until next week. What are you anticipating on seeing in this 10 a.m. hearing Friday? Do you believe that the all-encompassing gag is going to be placed on the 45th president?
There is no question that Obama Judge Tanya Chutkan is going to railroad President Trump, just like she's been railroading these January 6th defendants, giving them the harshest sentences imaginable, the harshest sentence out of all the D.C. District Court judges. She's even imposing prison time when the government's not even asking for it. This is a radical left-wing Obama judge who is hell-bent on getting Trump, and there's no question she's going to impose an unreasonable gag order on President Trump because Garland, Biden, Jack Smith, these D.C. judges want to railroad President Trump. They know that these are bogus charges against him for the non-crime of objecting to a presidential election, which is allowed by the Electoral Count Act of 1887. Twisting arms politically is allowed by the First Amendment, unless, of course, it's President Trump. And they want to make an exception to President Trump because they fear they can't beat him in the next presidential election. Why are they so scared for President Trump to speak out about these allegations, these charges, this process? Why do they want this all done in secret? Because they know they are railroading him.
Mike, if this all-encompassing gag does get placed on the 45th president, does this just empower Jack Smith and Biden's Department of Justice to just selectively leak damaging information to the legacy media, who will run with it like puppies and control the narrative? Because their argument against them was that President Trump wanted to litigate this unfairly through the media, which is somewhat rich considering it, as of right now, he's going to be operating with a D.C. jury pool.
The same Biden Justice Department who have been leaking since the illegal Mar-a-Lago raid last August are now complaining that President Trump is publicly speaking out against the politicized and weaponized justice system that have gone after him. They sent Matthew Colangelo from the Biden Justice Department to Alvin Bragg's office in Manhattan to bring an unprecedented indictment of a former president for the non-crime of settling a nuisance claim, a businessman settling a nuisance claim. Then Jack Smith and Merrick Garland brought an indictment against President Trump for the first time ever for the non-crime of a former president having his presidential records, which is allowed by the Presidential Records Act. Now they want to throw Trump in prison for the rest of his life for the non-crime of objecting to a presidential election. And they want to do this in D.C. with this Biden prosecutor, this Obama judge, and a D.C. jury pool that's 95% Trump deranged. And President Trump is not allowed to speak out. They want to do this in secret and gag him so he can't defend himself during a presidential campaign. This is not going to fly with the American people. The American people's appropriate response here is to put President Trump back in the White House after November 7th, 2024, and this lawfare will all end immediately.
Mike Davis, Article 3 Project, founder and president, sir. We're always grateful for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.